How about 5 predictions for the New York Yankees for 2024? Let's get into that right now. Morning, gang. Hope you're all doing well. So we're waiting for the results of Gerrit Cole's MRI to get a little bit more clarity as to what's going to happen. So, and as to see how the Yankees are going to pivot, how they're going to address this. But the fact is, they've already announced Marcus Stroman as the opening day starter about 2 weeks ago. So it looks to me as if they knew something was going on, and they were just kind of, taking precautionary measures to see what's going on. But the fact is, he's not recovering the way he normally recovers after bullpens and starts. So that's one of the cautions that they had, one of the concerns that they had. So stay tuned. Make sure that you're subbed to this channel. That way you don't miss anything. I'll give you updates on all the news as it comes in with the Yankees, especially as it pertains to Gerrit Cole. Okay, especially Cole. So with that, let's get into these. Are my 5 bold takes, my 5 bold predictions. Number 1, 2 players. Either this is going to be a home run prediction. We're either going to have 2 guys with 40 home runs plus, Soto and Judge, or 3 with 30 plus, Soto, Judge, and Rizzo, or 6 guys with 25 plus. Okay, which would be Volpe, Soto, Judge, Stanton, Rizzo, Gleyber Torres. That's prediction number 1. Okay, prediction number 2: Giancarlo Stanton has a resurgent season. Okay, and he looks like his former MVP self, and he gets traded at the deadline because of it. That's prediction number 2. Prediction number 3: the MVP in the AL does come out of the Bronx, whether it's Judge or Soto. The path has been cleared even easier now that Shohei Ohtani is in the National League. So I think it's going to be either Aaron Judge or Juan Soto for MVP in 2024. Number 4, okay, the Yankees acquire either Shane Bieber or sign Jordan Montgomery. Okay, either now or at the deadline, especially with Cole's injury. Okay, and not knowing what the outcome is going to be, they get one of these guys. Okay, and prediction number 5: because of that move, the Yankees make it all the way to the ALCS this year. Not the World Series. I do think there's another team in the American League that'll make the World Series. American League East, I should say. It's not going to be the Yankees, but I do see them making ALCS, which would be a pretty good year for them. Okay, and I think it would be enough for them to re-sign Juan Soto. So those are my. I mean, we could go all over the place with these crazy predictions, but I want to make bold predictions that are kind of grounded in reality. So those are my 5 for the Yankees. I'm going to do 7 bold predictions for MLB baseball this year. So stay tuned for that. That's coming this week as well. But while we're here, let me give you today's lineup. Okay, Yankees are in Dunedin playing the Toronto Blue Jays this afternoon at 1:07 p.m. Trent Grisham's leading off in center field. Anthony Volpe's batting second in shortstop. Oswaldo Cabrera, whose bat's kind of coming to life. He's batting third and third base today. Jose Trevino's back in the dish. Okay, at batting cleanup. Jose Rojas is batting 5th at first base. Luis Torrens DHing, batting 6th. Yorbit Vivas back in there at second base, batting 7th. Jahmai Jones batting 8th in left field. And Greg Allen is in right field, batting 9th. And on the hill, towing the slab, is Dennis Santana. Okay, right-handed pitcher. It was supposed to be Luke Weaver, but they scratched him due to a little bit of a stiffness in his neck. So as a precautionary measure, they put Dennis Santana in there as well. Instead, I should say. So stay tuned. It looks like the Yankees are still trying to figure out whether Oswaldo Cabrera and some of these other guys are going to be fits for the bench. Jahmai Jones, right? Jordan Groshans is still out there. I do think they're going to sign or acquire somebody as a veteran piece for the bench, whether they think that he's going to play regularly or part-time. Now, J.D. Davis was released yesterday by the Giants, and the Giants are picking up, I think, about 20% of his salary as a, I don't know, some kind of buyout provision or something like that. But any acquiring team, it sounds as if they're responsible for the rest of it. So instead of being like almost $6 million, it'll be a little bit over $4 million. In which case, that would still cost about $8 million here if the Yankees were to bring him in. But he would be a valuable depth piece. He plays infield and outfield. We've talked about other guys too, Donovan Solano, Will Myers, Brandon Belt's available. So, but it looks like they're trying to see whether Oswaldo Cabrera could make this happen. JD Davis would be an upgrade over Cabrera, but that other spot remains to be seen. Whether it's going to be a guy in house or whether it's going to be a guy that they trade for a sign in free agency. Is still another infielder, I'm guessing, because two spots on the bench are guaranteed, in my opinion. The catcher, whether it's Trevino or Austin Wells, and Trent Grisham. Two spots guaranteed. Beyond that, I don't know. I mean, Oscar Gonzalez is putting a name in his hat. His name in the hat. Yorbit Vivas is putting a name in his hat. But I think, in my opinion, Yorbit Vivas is best suited to play every day in AAA until he's ready to either replace Gleyber Torres at second base, who I do think will walk in free agency, or something else. And he has ability to play multiple positions in the infield. But I think the best suited possibility in a year or two is probably going to be Roderick Arias at shortstop, George Lombard at third, and Anthony Volpe at second base. Now, I originally talked about the best defensive outlay was Peraza, Oswald Peraza at short. Gleyber Torres is second, where he profiles better than he does at short, even though he's won a Gold Glove. But Roderick Arias actually profiles higher defensively than Oswald Peraza, which is mind-boggling to me, but he does. Okay, and George Lombard is showing a lot too. They could have a young, dynamic infield, and at that point, Anthony Volpe will be considered a veteran compared to these young guys, and maybe Spencer Jones will be there at first base as well. So they could have an absolutely dynamic infield and an absolutely dynamic outfield. And so also put them in a position to have affordable guys on affordable contracts for an extended period of time, making it easier to extend the guy like Juan Soto. So, but that's what I have for you right now. Okay. My predictions, the Yankees lineup. Okay. And we are still waiting on edge, a lot of us, on the results of Gerrit Cole's MRI. So I do think they make a move. Whether it's Montgomery in free agency, I'm passing on Snell at this point, or Shane Bieber in a trade. I'm also passing on Dylan Cease unless the ask goes down. You know, he wasn't, in my opinion, worth Spencer Jones before Cole's injury. He's not worth Spencer Jones after Cole's injury. Okay, just because Cole might have an injury, he might miss some time, doesn't mean go out and make a stupid move or a desperation move. It doesn't change his value. Their need doesn't change his value. Okay, that's just my opinion now. But I would move on from Blake Snell. I would move on from Dylan Cease at this point if the asking price continues to be what it is. Jordan Montgomery would cost a lot, yes, but he's also not tied to a QO. He's not tied to draft pick compensation. He's not tied to international free agent money. Blake Snell is. So that's what I got for you. Let's talk about it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have a good day. See you next time.